Welcome to Mike Cooley Radio. Let's get it, because we gonna get it in. What's good, everybody? I hope everybody day is full of blessings, and you know what I always say, stay sucker free. Yeah, stay sucker free from these haters, because we all know when you have haters, that means you're doing something good, and it should motivate you, inspire you to keep doing what you're doing, so the haters can keep hating and they can keep trying to be you when they know they cannot be you. Alright? Please follow Mike Cooley Radio on all platforms, from iHeartRadio, from Apple Podcasting, and all over the platforms of podcasting. Please put in Mike Cooley Radio, MikeKooley Radio. Type my name in, subscribe, follow, and please listen and tell a friend. And please comment also. Don't forget to comment so I can respond to you, or other people that listen to Mike Cooley Radio will respond to you and have conversations about the things that I talk about on Mike Cooley Radio. Also, follow Mike Cooley Radio on all platforms on social media, and follow Mike Cooley, which is me. Follow me on social media at Mike Cooley on Facebook, Instagram, and on Facebook also at Mike Cooley Official. All right, at Mike Cooley Official on Facebook, Mike Cooley on Instagram, and on YouTube the same. All right, MikeKooley. People ask me, why do I spell my name? Because people somehow spell my name wrong. And that's why I got to spell my name, so people can get it right, so you can find me and be able to follow what I got going on in the industry. I've been gone for a while, everybody. Yes, I have been gone for a while. I've been busy. I had a lot of things going on in the industry, and I've been moving. I'm moving around. I got a lot of industry parties coming up that if you want to join, definitely I'll be talking about that on Mike Cooley Radio, where you can come and join and enjoy the time that we're going to have when I have those events. All right? So that's the exciting part. Now, I just want you guys to know what we're going to be talking about in this segment today. We're going to be talking about Diddy. Yes, we're going to be talking about Diddy, and I'm catching up on a lot of these things, so I'm going to give you guys the backdrop of what's going on here. I'm going to give you guys let you guys know what's going on, even if you already know. I'm going to give you a little bit of details what's going on. Diddy has been arrested. I remember I told you, if you go back and look at my segment, I talked about this. I said, hey, around July, August, somewhere around there, he's going to get arrested. I was wrong. It's happened just recently in September, right? So I was off by a month, maybe about a month and some change, couple of weeks. I was just a little off. But I knew it was coming sooner than later. We all knew it was coming. I believe Diddy knew it was coming. That's why Diddy was arrested in New York at a hotel. Diddy was going to turn himself in, was being told. And also, but they came and arrested him anyway. Now, what the interesting part is that they're getting him for racketeering. They're getting him for sex trafficking. They're giving him from, he had guns in his house. They're trying to get him for so much that he can get up to life in prison, but the minimum is 15 years in prison. Can you imagine? The minimum will be 15 years. If you don't know nothing about the feds, how they work, the feds are very, very, you have to do at least 85 to 90% of the time. You have to do that time. As a correctional officer for 12 years, trust me, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this business. You will do 85, 90% plus of the time in the feds. So, Diddy's going to be doing, if they even gave him a minimum of 15 years, he would have to at least do 12 years of that, right? So, at the end of the day, Diddy's already in his 50s. That means he won't get out until, he's in his 70s, almost. Man, you have your life, that's pretty much your life right there. You only got so much years left before it's over with, right? So, but at least he still gets a chance to come back out to society. But at the end of the day, that's just the minimum of 15. I believe they'll probably add more and more. I believe that there will be more people involved that were involved with these freak-offs, because they're getting them for freak-offs. Freak-offs is not a crime. I want to make that clear. Freak-offs are not a crime. The crime has come when people are being drugged and being sexually assaulted, and it's not their will, right? They're being forced, they're being blackmailed, you know what I mean? Things like that, and scared, because that's where it became messy. Now, I wanted to explain to you guys how this all started with Diddy, all right? Diddy, as we know, was suing a liquor company. He's a liquor company. Now, if you go back and look, I think in May of 2023, if I'm correct, or it could have been May 2024. I'm going to make my searches up right now to make sure I'm correct. But in that time, Diddy sued the liquor company. Now, when he sued the liquor company, what happened? And if you go look at the documentation, there's some things that he said in there that he probably shouldn't have said. He said some things that they were being racist and things like that. And I guess Diddy was making $60 million a year off the liquor company. Now, the liquor company are a big brand that is very powerful with money all over the world. As soon as Diddy did that lawsuit, I guarantee you that liquor company looked at Diddy and said, "You're going to sue us?" Knowing that the allegations that we have on you and all the dirt we have since the 90s, and you're going to try to come and sue us? This is my opinion. This is my theory. The liquor company goes and talks to Cassie. Cassie goes and files. He tried to hush her up with the money. It didn't work. Here we are. Diddy bit the hand that fed him, and now he has to suffer for it. These freak-offs have been going on for a long time in the industry. Don't think this is something that just happened. This has been going on for years. This has been going on for a long period of time. It's just now starting to come out, and people are like, what's going on? And people are shocked. But people in the industry are not shocked about this. They've just been very quiet about it. That's, you know what I mean? People know about this. Trust me. People in the industry knows about Diddy and them parties. Now, some people don't. Some people might just went regular and just went to the party and then go to the after party, right? Where all this stuff was going on. But it'd be hard for me to believe that since the 90s, if he's been doing this since the 90s, it's hard for me to believe that nobody in the industry heard about his freak-offs, sessions in the industry and stuff that was going on. It's like going to your job and somebody, and you know how the job is. People gossip, right? People gossip at the job. You know what I mean? Oh, Sam or James or Miss Williams or whoever, they got into it with this person. They're going to gossip at work if they find the information. And usually everybody at the job is going to know what's going on in your business and have something to say about your business. Correct? That's just how people are, right? So Diddy is in trouble. Let's put it this way. Diddy's in trouble. They're saying he's not eating. This is what I'm hearing. He's not eating. He thinks the food is poisoned. So he's not eating. This is what they're saying. They got him on suicide watch. And let me explain the suicide watch for people that don't understand. For me, everybody knows I was a correction officer for 12 years. And so when it comes to the criminal justice system, I'm pretty knowledgeable on how this works. All right. And the first 24 hours is always going to be protocol of suicide watch, especially for a person that's never been locked up before. Never been, somebody like Diddy with his high profile, everything has been catered to him, things like that. So he definitely needs to be on suicide watch just to make sure he's not, doing something that he shouldn't do to himself because of the situations that he in. So definitely, but I think it's his protocol, that the suicide watch, everybody has, anybody that's new that came in there and never been locked up before, usually they're gonna be watched for 24 hours. Or if they say they feel that way, then they'll be watched for that many hours. Okay. So now what? Now what? I want you guys to listen to Eddie Griffin. Yes, Eddie Griffin, the comedian. Now, he has his own podcasting. Please check out his podcasting. Look him up, Eddie Griffin, and check out his podcasting. And please follow him. Please follow his podcasting and support him. I like to see brothers be trying their best to uplift what they got going on, give out information. And we all know Eddie Griffin is a funny guy. So please follow Eddie Griffin. I'm going to give you what he says. We're going to get you some of this more info on this Diddy information. Then I'll come back to you and give you more on my opinion. Here we go.
Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition.
Firearms and ammunition. I wonder if one of them guns, and check the ammo too. Is it the same ammo that Biggie was shot with and Tupac was shot with? He might have just bought the guns to make sure they wouldn't fly in the right hands. Those might just be the motherfucking murder weapons. FBI, check this shit out.
Including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims.
Oh man, Hollywood, y'all nervous, ain't you? Who's hiding? Where you at? Freak-off peoples. They coming to get you. Diddy's singing right now. He's singing high notes, low notes. And that was there too. And so was she. And that motherfucker Sinner was there too. Clive was there. Yeah. Hi.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
God damn. This motherfucker had more lube than they got at Costco. I mean, what the hell? 1,000 bottles of baby oil. He like his ass is well greased and glistening in the moonlight. This is ashy. There's no ashy booties in the puppy party. Grease this down, oil him down, and rinse it off. It's got little chocolate chips and cocoa bears. Yeah, clean that up and grease him. I got 1,000 bottles. Grease him. Matter of fact, fill the whole bathtub up with baby oil and dip it. No ashy cheese in that crib. They was dipped in hot baby oil. Well, I wonder, where's Jigga? Anybody seen Jigga? Anybody seen him? He didn't move quick enough. Now Russell got the hell out. That nigga's on an island somewhere, just doing something. The Diggler, he ain't gonna make it, y'all. Here is my prediction. I predicted that he was going to jail before they took him. But anyway, he ain't gonna live. I'd be surprised if he lived past the end of September. Because he is a dead man walking. Every record label, motherfucking executive, and the motherfuckers in Black Rock or whatever the fucking corporation that is, they got money offering. First motherfucker to kill this something, just $100 million to your favorite family member's bank account, offshore, overseas, untraceable, 6 banks, that way. This nigga ain't gonna make it. And it's gonna be the end of the story, because we all waiting on the other names involved. You ain't gonna hear them. Guarantee you ain't gonna hear them. Yeah, them feds, they gonna take that money and run. This case closed, Diddy's dead. And now they gonna auction off all his mansions, because the feds now own all of his record label and all that shit. Because, RICO Act, they took all this shit. Houses, cars, jet, all that shit. P. Diddy, Sean Combs, Nut Hairs, Diddy. All the motherfuckers. All of them are locked up in jail, and they ain't getting out because the judge has denied all of them bail. Love ain't getting out, Diddy ain't getting out, Sean ain't getting out. None of them is getting out. I bet you he ashy now, because ain't no baby oil in that penitentiary. This is ashy like a motherfucker, boy. Goddamn, well, wait till they put you in population. That little booty hole of yours is gonna be red hot. Woo! They got some long pipe waiting on you in there, boy. Ain't gonna be none of them little rabbits. No, sir. You get murder one, motherfucker. Murder one. They like some of that man booty. Yeah, take that. Oh, they gonna take it. They're gonna take it on the regular. Well, at least he gonna save money in there. He ain't gotta pay for no sex workers. Cause they working that sex in there. It ain't gonna be no take that. It's gonna be took that. Oh, fire. Don't. That house on fire. Whoa, fire. Oh. Get ready to wear a miniskirt. This is guilty of what? Getting booty? Getting booty is not illegal. But the kidnapping, holding on to that booty, enforcing it, that's illegal. And that's why they're in jail. We'll be right back. 72-hour free goes. That's what they report. They got them on tape. 72. Who the f***? What kind of drugs you give me? Where they just sleep and you just bring in one sex worker after another and just keep her down for 72 hours straight. I mean, God, no wonder you need all that baby or gonna dry up after an hour. Damn, boy, you got problems. You a sadistic motherfucker. That's what it is. You're sadistic. But don't worry about it, because you're amongst your kind right now. There's a whole crew of yous up in there, and they way worse than you, boy. They gonna make love to your booty hole for a week. Dry. No Vaseline. Ain't no baby oil in there. Damn sure enough ain't no lube. Boy, they gonna soak you. They gonna be splashing through the bubbles. Then when you start bleeding, that'll be the lubricant. FBI. What's up with Epstein? I mean, y'all got Diddy on the news. Well, what's up with Epstein case? He dead. You know what I mean? Because they guilty. Alright, we got that part. But what about the names on the list that were at the island where the children were taken to? So, it's still an ongoing investigation, FBI? Because you're ongoing on the Epstein. What about the white Epstein? I think we forgot. Not here in the news, we ain't forgot. What about Epstein, goddammit? We'll be right back. Fact check that. I'm just wondering who's gonna get the money. There's gotta be $100 million hit on this. There's a contest in the penitentiary right now. Might just be one of them guards. One of them guards might take the money and do it their damn self. But you're dead, man. That's for damn sure. Freak off and tore your world up. But you know what happened. You should have never sued the liquor company. That's where you f***ed up. You f***ed up. They don't give a f*** about you tearing up booty holes. You f***ed up when you sued the liquor company. Because the liquor company is owned by the biggest conglomerate on earth, the BlackRock people. You done bit off the hand that was feeding you. And now you chop off your feet and your hand off. Your head's coming next. You was making money with Ciroc. Just shut the f*** up. You just thought your ego got out of whack because you was controlling everything at the freak parties. Now you think you control the hand that's feeding you. You stupid mother. He sued the liquor company May 2023. November 2023. Cassie, come over to lawsuit. Connect the dots. Cassie got 2 checks. She got a check from the mother liquor company people. They put her up to doing this. And she got a check from Puffy to try to keep her quiet. Too late. Think. It ain't illegal yet, but they working on it. They supposed to think. Fact checkers thinking for you like you can't check. And fact check for your goddamn self. Who needs a fact check? What the f*** is that shit about? Like everybody's a little child, you need those facts checked for you. This ain't school. Can't just check my homework. This ain't homework. Fact check. Fact check these nuts.
So you guys heard that. Alright, give me a second here. Alright, so you guys heard that. That's from Eddie Griffin, right? Same thing I told you guys about the liquor company, right? About what was going on with the liquor companies, and he was having issues with the liquor companies and all that, and this is where we're at today. Alright, so this is what happens when you with these big elites, right? You know what I mean? They ain't gonna just let you just go around and try to run the show. And I think that's what happened with Diddy, and Diddy's in a world of trouble. And he's gonna go down for this. That's just part of it now. I'm gonna talk about 50 Cent. 50 Cent is doing a documentary on it, and Diddy goes in about the liquor company also, and saying that how it works. All right. So I'm gonna let you listen to 50 Cent. All right, I'm gonna let y'all listen to 50 and let you listen what 50 has to say about this whole situation. And he kind of exposed it. So let's see what 50 has to say, so I can give you guys proof that it had to do with the liquor companies. It is what it is, man. I'm here to give you real news. It had to do with the liquor companies. Even though he was doing them freak offs and stuff, he rubbed them people wrong, and here we are. Let's hear what 50 got to say. Alright? We're going to listen to 50 Cent right now.
Diddy's situation, his criminal situation, and his fallout with his liquor partners. 50 said, don't think that the civil case don't turn into a criminal case faster because he's making them uncomfortable. I ain't got no problem with that. Man, ain't nothing like some good old refreshing truth. Now here's the deal, fam. Two things can be true at the same time. Diddy could be a wolf in sheep's clothing preying on the community, and black people, particularly black men, can become targets of destruction after they reach a certain level of economic power.
Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to look for 50 here. You know, some people, they're gonna give me this crazy thing here. I'm going to find it. And I will... Give me 1 second, people, alright? Well, I'm looking for that, for the liquor company situation, so you guys can hear what 50 actually has to say. That was another guy. It was not 50. It seemed like everybody got something to say about it. And I'm going to give you guys the clip. If I don't find the clip now, I definitely will find it the next segment. To have it prepared for you, and what 50 said about the liquor company and how those liquor companies, when they feel uncomfortable, they're gonna get you. And it seemed like that happened to Diddy here, and let me see. 1 second, everybody.
I don't even know if you would consider heckling as well. Let me know if you guys know exactly what he's saying.
Kind of allow me a little more leverage with the things. What is that?
Alright. When I find it, I will come back to you guys. But 50 Cent does talk about it. You can find it. Look it up, okay? You can look it up. Just put in 50 Cent talks about the liquor companies with Diddy. And it'll give you what 50 Cent said about it. And pretty much just paraphrasing what 50 said is pretty much, hey man, that the liquor companies, they don't mind you doing business with them, but they get very uncomfortable when you try to push them or take ownership of something. And clearly we all know that Diddy had an issue with the liquor companies, and he sued the liquor companies. And as soon as he did that, everything went downhill for him. And all his dirt has been exposed. And now Diddy is in a world of trouble. And Diddy most likely going to end up doing life in prison. Because I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I ain't going to, show you some more clips of what people are saying. I'm going to be honest with you. He ain't getting away with this. Me listening to this stuff and been really, really studying this, they got him for racketeering. basically saying that he is making a corporation, an illegal corporation, which if it's sex trafficking involved and things like that, he is. Now, with the racketeering, what you think they're going to take all his properties? Everything that he owns, they're going to try to take everything. Right? The sex trafficking. Well, they have witnesses. There are people that they have as witnesses are saying that they were part of his sex trafficking working. That they were involved in the situations in the sex trafficking. They got evidence of that. They got evidence of the freak-offs that he recorded at his home. They have the evidence. They have the people that were in those videos. They have them there. So now, how is Diddy gonna get out of that? 1,000 baby oil. I understand this baby oil, but he got more baby oil than anybody. Sex toys. You name it. He had them all, right? And freak-offs is not a crime. Like I said before, freak-offs is not a crime. But when you start drugging women and drugging men and drugging people, and people don't remember what happened the next day and things like that because of the drugs they've taken and things, or they feel like they've been, taken advantage of, that's where it becomes criminal. This is where it becomes criminal. And I just want to say one more thing that interests me through this whole situation. It's what Kim Porter book. I don't know if you guys looked at the Kim Porter book. That Kim Porter book is deep, man. If you get a chance to read it, please read it. It gets deep, man. It talks about Biggie, and it talks about Pac, and it talks about, Diddy and how he planned all this. And now we don't know if that's Kim Porter because she passed away before the book came out, so we don't know it's actually her writing. We're hearing from sources that a friend of hers is the one that had these things, and she pretty much asked that person to put it out when the time was right. And I guess it's out there now. To be clear, her kids, Kim Porter kids, Diddy's kids, have claimed that those are false rumors, that the book is false, that their mama never wrote a book, and things like that. And they are disappointed in people that are putting this out there, especially at a tough time like this. And anybody that said that belonged to her is not really her friend. Now, how do I feel about the book? The book's too damn detailed. I get they saying that, and I get it. But one thing I learned how to cross-reference. And what was said in that book was, the bodyguard, Gene, and they talked about these things. That's in that book. You just got to cross-reference. Now, one day I'll go and cross-reference to prove a point. I'm going to cross-reference with Gene, and I'm going to go through that book, and I'm going to prove a point. All right? Because clearly there's things that I heard from different clips, from different people in interviews, and then to hear it from that book, the dots just make sense to me. Now, I don't know if I'm right. This is just my thoughts. I could be totally wrong about this, but I'm barely wrong about anything. I'm just being honest. I'm barely wrong about anything. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. Now, all I can say is for people out there, this is a disappointment. Last thing I'm going to say before I get off, because it's already getting long segment. I just want to sit back and say this before I get off, is that this is a sad moment for hip hop. I'm always going to say that because Diddy was an idol for a lot of us in the black community. Diddy was somebody that, if you want to get into the industry, Diddy was somebody that you thought would inspire you to be, Diddy inspired me to be in this industry. And for hear him to be doing hear these allegations, and now he's on his way, he's locked up and most likely will end up getting life in prison. it's a sad, sad situation for our black heroes that we looked up to, and he helped the hip hop culture more than you can ever know. Diddy had put so many hits out for our hip hop culture with artists and with himself. It's going to be hard to bury him through hip hop because of the fact that he's a part of hip hop, a big part of our culture of hip hop. And these things happen. It's crazy. I get the things that happen to R. Kelly and things, but R. Kelly is not on this level. This is Diddy. Diddy is on a whole nother level. And, you know, he's on the Jay-Z level, right? And for him to put himself in this situation and to put himself into criminal activity, it's a damn disappointment. It really is. It's a disappointment that we have black people that's succeeding and getting caught into criminal activity. Pretty soon, us black folks ain't gonna have nothing to brag about. Because see, like, all our heroes are becoming criminals. And I'm just saying, what's going on here? We have nothing to stand on anymore. More names might be put out. We'll find out. But this is disaster, man. We shouldn't be going through these type of things. So many people been affected. I hear so much different stuff, but I'm not going to put it on here because at the end of the day, there's allegations right now. I'll let it come out and then I will explain what I heard later on. But at the end of the day, this is a disaster for hip hop. This is a sad thing for the culture. It's unfortunate that Diddy put himself in this situation and now he has to fight for his freedom. And to be honest with you, I just don't see how the hell he's getting out of it, where the evidence is so obvious because they got so many different witnesses. And the last thing I will say, I said that before, but this is going to be the last thing. Last thing I will say before I get off is that Diddy gonna have some decisions to make. Diddy's gonna have to sit back and think and say, man, should I snitch on folks? Should I stay quiet? Diddy got a lot to think about. But he brought it on himself. I always tell people, the energy that you bring in this world and the things that you put into this world will come back on you. It might not come right away, but the world's like a circle. It's a cycle. And when the world spins, it always comes back around. What goes around comes around. For some people, not all people. I understand some people get away with stuff. I'm like, how the hell are you still getting away with it? But majority of the time, what goes around comes around. The energy you put in the world is the energy that comes back to you later on in the world or at that moment. Diddy did all this stuff, and now it all came to honey. It came to hurting. And now it's pretty much over. I don't see him winning, and I don't see anybody else thinking he's winning. If y'all think he's winning, let me know, because I don't see it. I don't see him winning at all. But he's innocent until proven guilty. So let's keep that in mind. He is innocent until proven guilty. He has not been charged for any criminal activity. He has a great lawyer that's by his side. So we'll just have to wait and see what this comes out to be. But I think there might be more charges coming. I think there are going to be more charges coming. I think there's going to be more revealed. And to be honest with you, don't think that this is going to happen overnight with this trial. This is going to be a year. It's going to take I think it will take about a year before they even start the trial. So Diddy's going to be in there for a while. That's why they're trying to switch in prisons or jails or whatever. So he'll be more in a comfortable, more in a comfortable environment instead of being in that feds facility that he in now that is very, very, very bad on conditioning, on the conditions in there, the feeding, the air conditioning, heaters, all that stuff. Everything is just bad in there for the inmates. So they wanted to accommodate Diddy by taking him to a whole nother location. Now the judge, of course, can deny that or not. So far he's been denied, but they'll keep trying and then hopefully they'll get their wish to be able to move him around. But until then, he's most likely going to be stuck until he goes through trial and fight his case through trial. And the last thing I will say is that the reason why they didn't give him bail is because that I feel that he's been going around tampering. What I mean going around tampering, going around, trying to tell people don't say this, don't say that. You know what I mean? I think Diddy was doing a lot of that, and it was messing up the investigation. I think they said, let's keep him locked up, have him as a flight risk, because he makes a lot of money, so he can be a flight risk. You know what I mean? Even though Diddy said he ain't a flight risk, they know he's not a flight risk. They know damn well that Diddy was going to turn himself in before that. They had to take him in so it looks like, hey, we got him. You know what I mean? To make sure that it looks like we caught him, we got him in trouble. Now he has to do whatever the case may be. So that's the key. So remember that. So I'm out of here, all right? This is Mike Cooley Radio, and please follow me on all platforms again. If you have any questions, please comment below. Follow, subscribe, and I'm out. Mike Cooley Radio, let's get it, because we gon' get it in, and I'm out.